This was us last week. It wasn't even a joke. You can see my mother-in-law by the corner, my husband, Kamsi. My mother-in-law was carrying one of the twins while I was carrying the other. You can even see that I was putting on a pajamas. Guess the time here, guys. It was about 1 a.m. 1 a.m. in the morning. You can see on this video that my face was not all put together because I was already going crazy. So that very day we came back quite late. Yeah, so I went to the office to pick up some of my clients' documents. My husband offered to drop me off and we came back quite late. So and when I came back, I noticed that one of the twins was refusing to suck breast and it was acting all weak. My in-law said he had been purging, and even in our presence we had to change his diapers like twice. He was acting very weak. Yeah, and this got us very scared. There was an incident that happened 2 years ago. That was the very day I had my son Kamsi. I was still in the hospital, and this child, about 4 months, was rushed down to the hospital. Why? Because the child had been going to toilet continuously, and this child was brought in very, very weak. Even the doctor had to say it was a 50-50 chance for the child to make it. And the sad thing is that the child died, and this thing was so traumatizing. I and my husband witnessed that scene. After the child died, it was just traumatizing to everybody in the hospital. People kept blaming the parents of the child. Why didn't they rush the child to the hospital like that? So we didn't even want to hear such sad stories. So that was how we saw ourselves in the hospital by 1 a.m. And thank God, after they checked my son, I had to even tell them to check the other of my child, the other twin. Since they are twin, let them check both of them. So they checked their temperature, and their temperature was fine. Their weight was also fine. At the end of the day, the pediatrician said my son was okay, that there was nothing to be worried about. But he also had to tell us that we should come back in case the stooling continued. And thankfully, after that day up till now, everything went back to normal. Why am I making this video? I'm making this video to send out to mothers, whether first-time mothers or mothers who already have kids. Don't ignore those signs, no matter how little. It's better you rush down to the hospital to clear that doubt than keeping to your mind and saying, oh, nothing would happen. Because eventually, God forbid, if something negatively happens, people will not even consider you. They will blame you.